Okay, hello and welcome to the FRL Tier 4 Round 2. We are here at the Netherlands and the Zandvoort circuit. My name is Tom and I'll be your commentator, and I'll be joined by Kieran as ever.
Hello, you alright?
So, as I say, this is round 2 after the SNS League had merged with FRL and reset the scores. So we have actually been here only probably off about 3-4 weeks ago, but this is the second running, and actually this will be for the FRL League. So some new faces again, so we'll go through who we've got in and who we've got out to see what it looks like for the grid. So looking at David LFC, so he's back for a second time in the Alfa Romeo. Further down we've got Julian in the Red Bull. He is obviously joined by JJ East, and then David LFC will be joined by, of course, Marcy in the second of the Alfa Romeos. Marcy very, very strong, so could be seeing him up there in the front running cars. Jamie Owen is in the Alpha Tauri, joined by Scott LFC, with Kian and John Neves, of course, as always, in the Mercedes. For Racing Point, we have a new person under the name of Sean Nelson. He will be joining Scott Moody, and then Expert Thief is a new Ferrari driver joining Scouse Cookie, which is Paul Cook. So this is possibly the biggest shock of them all, with Ferrari both drivers absent from today's race, which is Millsy and Matteo. So that's probably the biggest shock of them all. PB returns in now a Haas. Darren Parker is in the Williams, joined by the other new it's not new, sorry, it's Jack Taylor. Jack Taylor is absent, so Darren will be on his own, so Williams will suffer in the team's points, unfortunately. Leclerc and Ruben in the Renaults, of course, return, showing strengths in the previous races, and Leclerc took the win in race 1. So can he get another win? Brown and Callum are the last for the teams in the McLaren. So who's your pick of the bunch?
I don't know, that, like, Ruben, always fast.
Yeah.
But with the Reynolds, so is Leclerc. I don't know, I want to go with someone different, so I'm going to say Brown for the moment.
Okay, nice.
He's been showing progress, so I quite like to see.
Okay, so we've already got some times going in nice and early for this first Q1 with just over 13 minutes to go. Darren Parker is on the top of the table with 1:11.058. David LFC 1:11.11, and then Wild Dog, which is Kobe, 1:11.7. So actually some real tight times. As I say, that Callum gets a 1:15.5, but that's his possibly a ruined lap, possibly going off the circuit. So yeah, we've already been here, and the last time it was a good race, and it was the Renaults who were strong here again. So, but they obviously didn't quite manage to get the win, as it all kicked off towards the end, I remember.
Yes, it did. Yeah,
it
a
did.
lot of things happening. All due to safety car.
So that's the first new time there for Expert Thief. Unfortunately, we haven't quite gathered his full real name, so at the moment we'll just call him the Expert. In the Ferrari, well, 1:13.096. Whether that's an indication of his true pace or an early lap, we'll see. Some really quick times already going in. John Neves the first to get into the 1:10.709, and then look at Leclerc. 1:09.5. Really? Seriously, that quick? Yeah. So is that just a really quick lap early on, or is just everyone else not quite on the pace yet?
I think everyone's getting warmed up a little bit, I think.
Yep. Yeah, of course. It takes time.
Seeing some more people setting faster laps.
Okay, so Kobe just comes back into the pits. Callum goes quicker with a 1:14.421. Let's have a little watch of Callum. JJ also sets the time of 1:13.445. So a slight dramatic difference in lap times at the moment.
So who do you think so far then?
Do you know what? I don't know. I'd like to see Wild Dog. I'd like to see Kobe get a win. I think he's been unlucky. He's quick,
Yeah.
but he's inconsistent, and I think he's frustrated with how things have gone so far. I think he could win. Jamie Owen, strangely, has DNF'd, I think. But let's say
I think so.
that's an accident or not. Let's put some detail on here. And the track map.
There is a yellow flag set to 2 and the car's stopped. So I'm guessing it is Jamie.
There is a racing point going very slow with a wing completely missing. That is Sean Nelson. So Sean is having a nightmare so far. So that is Sean making a good start.
Well, expert thief, we know his name now. It's David.
Excellent. So 2 Davids, David LFC and David Expert.
That's Sean's just crashed out.
Okay, so Sean Nelson unfortunately does retire from that, which is a shame. He's not really actually put in a lap time at all, so he will be eliminated from Q1. I think he'd be possibly a bit devastated by that to make a debut, but it's not all over, as he'll start from the back of the grid and he can make up some spaces in the races.
Has just started a fast lap.
Okay, so Ruben, FRL Benz, let's have a little look. Let's follow Ruben. Yep, so he's actually going on a slow lap, looks like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's see if we can find somewhere else. Let's follow Marcy, who's in Sector 3. So Marcy's on a quick lap here as he comes round. The last banked right-hander crosses the line and he goes into 6th with a 1:11.6. So those 1:11s seem to be the popular kind of
that's on the medium tyre as well.
Average bar. Yep. So as I say again, it's a real indication for how quick Leclerc's time is no one's anywhere near it. The closest John Neves is a second, more than a second off.
Still got Ruben who needs to set a lap. He's going to come round to the start line, so
8 minutes to go. No, he goes in the pits.
I know, he's coming in the pits. Got BP what needs to set a lap, and so just Scott. Scott's on his out lap.
PB is still in the pits. PB, I've never quite worked out. I'm sure he always sits in the pits for qualifying. Whether he just doesn't like to qualify. So following on with Scott LFC here on his out lap. He is one of 3 cars yet to set a lap that can, as everyone else predominantly are all sitting in the pits, other than Marcy, who is up there still out in the mediums, and Darren is doing another set of laps. Looks like he's on his out lap as well. Dung, Beetle, of course, Callum, JJ and Kian all out setting quicker lap times as well. So let's actually have a look at Kian. As I say, that Kian Green goes 3rd with a 1:11.015, so just about misses out on getting into the 110s, but that means it's a Mercedes 2-3, so they are showing some strengths again here, which is good. Here comes JJ. Can he go quicker? It's not looking good at all. It's a 1:14.1, so he's actually more than half a second slower than his quickest time. So JJ struggling in the Red Bull.
Scott's coming round now. Just set a lap.
So here's Scott. Oh,
Up until 11.
just missed him.
Gets him out of danger zone.
Yep.
Not good for Callum.
No. So Callum drops
Callum
dramatically. Yeah, 16th. So Callum really needs to set a better lap time. Let's follow Darren, see if he's... Oh, just as I catch him, he nearly ruins the lap, and he has actually ruined his lap time.
Who started his fastest lap. He's still one to set a lap.
Yep. Darren on the edge, on the grass, trying to go quicker. Of course, he's safe in 5th, but Darren looks like he just wants to hone in those quicker times for Q2 and Q3. Getting some mileage in.
Ruben
It's a bit wide.
second.
Wow, so it's it's a Renault 1.2 Mercedes 3.4. We've seen this before, the first ever SNS Tier 2 race that
Yep.
is obviously merged into this Tier 4 now. So, yeah, very interesting. Darren still with a 1:10.7, so he's in under the 1:11. So people are breaking into the 110s a little bit. Kearns is a 1:10.3. John Neves still with the 1:10.709. Very close to him was obviously Darren. And then Marcy is just literally under the 1:11 mark. But the two Renaults, the only ones with a 1:09. Let's watch Callum. JJ also going across the line. Can he go quicker? There he goes in the pits. I think JJ running out of time. Callum has nullified his lap, so he needs to get round whilst not cutting the corners.
Well, that's not looking good for Callum at the moment.
No. Struggling in the McLaren. We know Callum is still fairly new to the F1 game, but practice goes a long way, and Callum is always one never to give up, which is good. So he just needs to just be a little bit cleaner with his track. And see if he can go quicker.
Don't know what happened there, but my headset decided to disconnect.
Good, great. So JJ still in the pits, and I think he's had it. So 2.5 minutes to go, and it's a very, very quiet session as we come near to the end of it. Oh, Callum's off, and he's in the wall. That's a real shame for Callum, and
damage.
that's ruined it. Yeah, he's got to go in the pits. I think that's it. Callum's had it. His day comes to an end for qualifying. So let's go on board with David, Expert Thief. On board with him in the Ferrari, and so far the two Ferraris in 12th and 13th, so they are right on the edge of qualification. His best so far is a 1:12.5, so still a bit off the quickest times, and those comfortable times really need to be in the 1:11s to be a little bit more comfortable in this session. In through the right-hander, left-hander chicane. So here he comes. No, he's given up. Doesn't think he's going to go quicker. So David has come back into the pits. Let's find anyone else who's out there. I don't think there's anyone. Oh, JJ. So JJ is pushing himself as the only other person really to be out there is David LFC. Oh, JJ's out lapping. He goes into the wall nearly.
That's not good.
Into sector 1. Round the sweeping right-hander. Up, slight left, and then it's a right. Then it's a slow right-hand into sector 2 here.
He's beating his time, so it might push him up.
As he comes into sector 3, he is just under half a second quicker, so it's a good look for the lap. Is it going to be quick enough?
Needs a little bit more quicker.
Yeah, just needs to push that a little bit more, but so coming around that sweeping right hand up down the straight, and he crosses the line to do a 1:12.6. It's just
pushes Scott out.
Yep. Look at that.
So now it's down to Callum. What can Callum do? Can Callum push someone out, or?
Yeah. I think JJ's potentially could do another lap. And he's staying out. Callum is, quick. Sector 2, nearly a second quicker.
That's what he needs.
Yep.
Round the last bend.
Could he pull it out of the bag in the last moment? A 1:12.2.
Oh, wow!
What a lap!
He just pushes JJ out again.
Unbelievable. Hey, so as he said, pull it out of the bag. Well done, Callum, for a 12th position. Pushes the 2 Ferraris down 1 position. So, yeah.
Wow. What can JJ do? Oh no,
JJ's back in, yeah. So, incredible. I think that's pretty much it. We just need to wait for... I don't think we need to wait for anyone. No. So JJ to finish his pit.
JJ.
So... that was exciting for right at the end of Callum to push himself, and as I say, he looked quicker, didn't he? He just seemed to, great. Wow. So Julian and I don't know if that's staying like that. That would look, Julian and Scott Moody have a penalty, a 5-position penalty, grid penalty. It looks like 5 positions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to push them down. So that's going to promote.
Well, it'll be right at the end, so it depends where they finish.
Yeah.
So it won't be on this one, but at the end of qualifying 3, that would decide where they will be, basically. So they need to try and get the fastest they can.
Yeah. So far it's Renault, Mercedes, and even look, Alfa Romeo, Marcy and David 6th and 7th, they're looking strong there. So it just needs Darren needed Jack Taylor or a teammate to help the old Williams up there. Jack was actually very quick for the last race, but So Q2 then, and it's looking a little bit grey Could we see some rain?
Let's hope not. I think they're all dreading it if it does. Who's going to come out first?
And there's one, and that is the Racing Point.
So that could be. That's Scott Moody who's come out first.
The two Renaults and a Haas have both come out. Okay. Can Callum get into the top 10?
Yep, so we're going to lose 4 people.
Yeah. So realistically, I don't know. Interesting. Can Renault pull another set of 109s, or can the Mercedes show them some competition? So everyone's on their outlaps, only 2 so far not on the track. It's actually looking quite busy with traffic, so this could be interesting and actually affect the lap times if there's enough cars to... So
literally everyone's out apart from one.
2 Ferraris slowing down. Everyone was slowing down because they don't want to have people behind them in space. Look, it's just a bit switching around, so... Yeah, interesting.
I think Scott Moody's got a good advantage for being the first one out. No one in front of him, no one behind him. Put his head down and just get a lap in.
A yellow flag for sector 2. That's back to normal, so I think it's fine.
It's probably from someone slowing down, moving out the way.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so then there's a few people then onto fast laps. Let's go up to Scott Moody then, because he was one of the first out, and
he comes around. The first one to set one. But I think that's a Renault behind him, and he's been catching Scott, so we'll probably see one of the Renaults go quicker, but Scott will get the first lap in.
A 1:11.8.
Not bad.
Drastic, but it's...
there goes.
Look at the difference. Shocking. Well, that's a fairly decent time for Kobe. 1:10.3. Oh, Ruben not so quick that time. Marcy's still in the pits. 6, it's another yellow. That's the sector for slowing down. Yeah. 1:11.9 for Brown. And sector, it's more slowing down. That's David. So Callum does a 1:13.3, so it's not a bad start. Paul Cook slow.
He can go faster.
Oh, Darren slow. Yeah, that's not slow for Darren. But it's just the early laps. But this is what happens if you get caught up in traffic.
A lot of people are on the mediums as well. Track is so busy, but Marcy's still in the pits. This would be Marcy's best time to come out because everyone's coming in.
So Darren's got some track space here, but he's actually catching up with 2 cars, one a Ferrari and one a McLaren, so it could affect his lap time. And he's in the 3rd sector here. He's going to come round. It doesn't look too quick at all, to be honest. I think he's 109, 110, 111, 1. So it's an okay lap. But it's going to be important now to stay in the top 10, so that's not. I don't think that's going to be too safe.
He's in the safe zone, but
that's going to change, I think, dramatically over the next few laps. So Julian is up in the 110s with a 110.9. Ruben, Kobe and Leclerc obviously still really safe. Leclerc, just how he's pulling those laps out that quick is just really something special. Let's go on board with Paul Cook, who is going on a slow lap, so he's letting Darren past him. So let's actually get back on board with Darren to see if he can go quicker. How is he doing? Sector 2. No, he's slow.
1 second slower. So I've got a feeling he'll probably be coming into the pits.
Struggling in this second session. So, as I say, I think Callum doing a 113.3 there, but he could push those Ferraris back out again, I think. The 112.3 and a 112.3 can go just a bit quicker.
Well, Marcy's on a fast lap. He still needs to set a lap. He got a purple sector 1, so he's going faster at the minute. What can he do?
As he goes round that tight chicane again, it looks nice and tidy. He's actually got one of the Mercedes in front of him, so is that going to put him off? Is it going to affect his racing line? It is John Neves. He does a 111.3, so 7th, but it's not anything groundbreaking, so he will need to stay out and do some more laps, I reckon. Let's go on board with John. And the yellow flag, but we can ignore that.
Yep. So still got a few what's on the mediums. The one what's in fret is David in the Ferrari. He could get pushed down.
Yeah.
Callum's coming back out.
John just coming round the last few corners, so he's going to be setting his first fastest lap. It's a 110.6, good for 4th.
Yeah, in the safe zone. That's what it's all about, really, being the top 10 for the first one. It's all about the last one. Oh, Ruben just gets the fastest lap though.
So again, the two Renaults go up the top of 109.597.
The only ones what are getting into the 109s.
Yes, yeah, so it's...
Only other person we saw who got in the 109s with the Reynolds on this track was Lee.
Yeah.
In the Williams.
So is this a sign of things to come? As the dominance of Renault seems to be a regular pattern so far. Let's have a look. So Brown is out. He is looking quick. For sector 1, it was more than the seconds quicker. Sector 1. That's interesting. Looks smooth. Oh, I might be wrong actually.
Just going to find out when he goes over this line.
No, he's not.
No, 4 seconds slower.
Oh, I don't know what I was looking at then.
I was going to say, if he was second faster, he could beat Ruben here.
Darren is a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Runs a little bit. Oh, that's all. Well, I don't know. Might be a good line to take.
He got the speed coming out, so we'll see what he can do.
So we could cross the line for sector 1 here. Oh, he's
Darren.
off! Oh, that's a big off. He was lucky not to hit the wall.
Yeah, I think he pushed it a bit too much there.
Yep.
Ruben's retired, so he obviously knows he's safe, basically.
Oh, Darren
Oh, he's
spun
done it again, and he's broken his wing.
Oh no. Oh, Darren is, I think, if he's under a little bit of pressure here. He's pushing hard, clearly, because Darren doesn't normally go off like that. That's an unusual mistake from Darren.
He's being really slippery for some reason.
It's very, very interesting to watch.
The thing is, he is safe, but he is kinda in a bit of a danger. He could still get pushed down.
Callum's going a little bit quicker. I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh no, he's not. He's slower. Still 3.5 minutes to go in Q2, as we will very soon find out who will go into Q1. So far, Scott Moody, David Expert and Paul Cook with Callum will be eliminated, but the difference between Scott Moody and Marcy in 10th is only just over 3/10, and that's unusual for Marcy, only to be just about on the qualifying line, so he needs to be doing some quicker laps.
The thing is, a few of them have got the 5-second penalty. I can't remember who it was, but it was 2 of them.
Oh, Callum riding those curbs.
I think he's trying to push it.
Yellow flags. There's more traffic again, so that's going to affect him. And I don't know if that is Marcy who's behind Callum. So Callum is much slower. I think he's given up. So let's have a look. See. Oh, Marcy. So Marcy's actually up to 7th now. So it's a bit quicker. It's not amazing, but Leclerc retires. Both Renaults know that they are safe. So 2 minutes to go. Darren now in 9th. He's in the pits. Darren on the edge of qualifying here with David LFC, and yeah, said the 111s aren't really that safe this time.
No, I don't seem it.
Who's gone up? Someone's just. Oh no, I don't think so. I thought someone just went up. So no, let's go on board with Paul Cook. As he goes round, he's in sector 1. Coming round up to sector 2. He is it's actually nearly 3/10 slower than what his quickest times are, so he's still not improving. Struggling to get into that top 10. He's very close, but he's just not quite got it. Oh, and he spins it. He spins. Yeah, that's going to slow him down. So Paul Cook unable to go quicker so far. Scott Moody is still out, and he is nearly half. Or no, I think I keep saying this wrong. Here he's on sector 3, so he's coming up to the line. 109, 110, 111. It's not quite. Look, it was close, really close. So Darren is on the edge now, absolutely on the edge. So David LFC has gone up to 7th with Marcy, so they're looking a bit safer in the Alfa Romeos. And as you can see, yeah, Darren is out there for the last lap. This is going to be his last lap to keep himself safe. A very sweeping circuit. It's like a roller coaster. As I say, it's up and down, lots of undulation. It's a great circuit, but probably quite difficult to get right. Yeah, look at that. Darren is on the edge, and he is nearly 0.3 quicker through sector 1. As he comes up to the line for sector 2, he is still just about just under 0.3 quicker. Up to the right-hander, followed by that banked right-hander. Can Darren go quicker to make himself that little bit safer? I think he will. Oh, it's not that much quicker, only 9th for Darren. But he is safe. Yeah, he's safe. So Darren gets a 1:10.9. Julian is pushed down to 10th, just about stays there. The rest of them are eliminated. So the finishing results for Q2 then. The two top Renaults again dominating with a 109.5 and a 109.6 for Ruben and Leclerc, with the Mercedes still up there quite high, and Alfa Romeo's still doing quite well. Who doesn't qualify is Scott Moody in the Racing Point, both Ferraris of Paul Cook and David Expert, and then McLaren of Callum Baker, who this time wasn't able to pull a magical lap out of nowhere.
I'll tell you what though, there's quite a lot of teams still in it. So you've got 2 Renaults, you've still got 2 Mercedes, you've got 2 Alphas, and the rest are single. So there's quite a few teams still going into qualifying 3, which is unusual.
Yeah.
I don't like the look at the skies. It seems like it's getting grey and grey.
I split second thought it glitched out and it was raining, but I don't.
Yeah, so did I at first. I thought I saw rain coming down.
So I mean, I can't see anyone really now beating those Renaults, but you never know. If the rain does come in, that'll be an interesting factor. 2
Renaults already come out. Red Bull first.
Could that mean that they could be potentially expecting some rain? If that's the case, get the quick laps in before it does come down.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, it does look ominous, doesn't it? It does look like it could rain.
Yeah, everyone's out. Even Marcy this time's come out. Well, one of the Renaults getting in front of the Red Bull.
I think it is raining.
That's Leclerc.
Is it? Don't. Oh, there's a drip on. Yeah, there's a drip on the camera. It is very. It's spitting.
This is why all of them's come out quickly as possible. They've all come out to try and do a lap quickly.
Wow, this is going to be really interesting to watch.
Yeah, I can see it now on the screen.
Yeah.
You can actually see the raindrops. So we might have to see if they don't get a lap in properly. It might be down to who's the quickest in the wet to get the pole, which could spin it around. Maybe the Renaults might not be as quick in the rain.
Yeah, she's going to throw the throw the dice up in the air, isn't it? Almost, it's can the Renaults
find out. We know Leclerc can do a 109. So can he still do a 109 on the soft tyres? He's the first one going to set a lap. Ruben's just behind him. This could get interesting. I think if it rains and they've already set a fast lap, I think that'll be it. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, if the heavens start coming down, there'll be no point sitting out. No. And you just hope that it clears up and it dries up. But with with 9 minutes, I think, is it going to make much of a difference? So the first lap's then coming for the Renaults. Leclerc does a 109.8. It's still quick. Oh,
so does
they are.
Ruben.
A 110 for Kobe.
Yeah.
And a 111 for Julian.
John gets 110.
RC 111.1.
Darren 111. Kian 117.
Oh,
something obviously happened.
Yeah. David LFC 110.9. So he's showing some speed.
Just got a Brown now to set a time.
Are we going to see the times improve or worsen from this point?
He did come out late, so let's hope the track's dry enough still for him to set a lap.
It's a shocking lap from Kian. Something definitely happened.
Yeah. He needs to try and get a lap in quickly as he can.
Yeah, I think he knows that.
Yeah. Brown's coming down now. Oh, 112.
So yeah, it's not a great lap for Brown.
DRS is still available, so it's obviously not wet enough to deactivate it. But what can Kian do? Is he going to go quicker?
It's at 110.3.
Oh.
It's good. It's third. Good for third.
Yeah.
Pushes Kobe down to fourth. And the Mercedes are split by Kobe, so at the moment it's Renault, Mercedes, Haas, Mercedes, Alfa, Williams, Red Bull, McLaren.
Everyone's coming in. I wonder if this is it.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, look at all of them pitting. Julian's still out, Brown's still out, but going slow.
Oh! Look, just smashed the front end of his car.
Oh.
Spins out. Got wing damage, so he's going to be coming in.
Can
Moves out of the way.
Right.
Kian's got the fastest sector too.
Is Kian going to upset that Renault domination as he comes round the end of Sector 3 down the straight?
No, he's coming in.
Wow.
Oh. He got the fastest sector too, so that shocked me, that did.
Julian going slow, Brown in the pits. Ruben's on an outlap. Kobe is on an outlap. John, David, Marcy and Darren on an outlap are going very quick. And that range is coming down that little bit quicker, so it's time is definitely running out.
Well, on their computers apparently it says that it's going to be a dry at the start of the race and it's going to rain at the end of the race.
Yeah.
By the end, so it could be a mixture like basically like qualifying, really.
So just over 5 minutes left of Q3, but we basically think that this could be the end of it as the rain is coming down. It's saying that the rain isn't getting heavier. It's still just spitting a bit. It's not turning into
DRS
torrential
is still
rain.
available, so it's not wet enough still.
Let's have a look at Darren's sector times. Just a little bit quicker. Brown's in the way now though. Is Brown going to get out of the way? He does. One of the Renaults is just ahead of Darren, and it is Ruben who is...
Was it Ruben?
I don't know, whichever
Was
one
it
it was. Yeah. Ruben
is Leclerc.
It's Leclerc. He's on an outlap, so
Yeah.
let's follow back with Darren then as he comes round the final few corners. He comes down the straight. Oh no! We seem
quickly straight into the pits.
we seem to follow Darren right at the point where he makes mistakes. It's a shame. So yeah, Brown, going on board with Brown here as he goes around sector 1. The lap times are not shifting as we expected because of the rain, so it's not. We're struggling to go quicker after the first tiny bit of the session.
I think Darren felt it on that last bend of the rain.
Yep. Yeah, without a doubt. He's not able to push as hard as what he'd like and what he was able to. So Brown's
on the fast lap.
So Brown's slower, so he's not able to go quicker at the moment. Darren back in the pits. Marcy out there, but let's have a look. Yeah, he's nearly 3/10 slower. So Marcy's not up there as much as I think I'd have expected. Saying that Marcy is, I think, possibly just that little bit better at racing strategy. Consistent.
It's not looking good for John. John's usually up in the podium. I do wonder if it is getting a bit too wet.
Yeah, I think it's yeah, just on the line of it's worth going out, but they're just not able to push as hard as what they were first thing really. With only 2 minutes left, look, the Marcy's just no one's able to go that bit quicker. They're a little bit slower than what they could be going, and those times are just not improving.
Kean's going to try again for a quick lap.
Darren is also out on an out lap. Let's look at the Mercedes as Kean is out in sector 1. So Kean gives up.
Yep.
And he's not going any quicker. John Neves, I don't think he's going quicker either.
Way slower.
Yeah. Marcy back in the pits. Darren's one of the only ones really out on the circuit trying to go quicker with less than a minute to go. As far as I can see, things are not going to be changing. Darren is half a second slower in sector 1.
I think that rain's affecting him.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
I think Kean just spun out as well. I think they're going to have to deal with what lap times they have got now. Darren could get round maybe and get another lap.
Maybe he wants to go. No, he's not. No, I think he's realised as well.
So there's nothing you can do, I think. Yeah, look, even Ruben's like 10 seconds slower. Nearly 10 seconds. Yeah, I think they know it's not happening.
Yeah, I think it's game over, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
For everyone, they've set one set of times, and that was it. So it is a Renault dominance for Zandvoort here in round 2 of the FRL Tier 4 Championship, and can they convert that dominance in qualifying into a 1-2 and the win for the race, or will they fight it out and squabble and take each other out? Mercedes not too far behind, then War Dog and the Haas looking close there. I think Darren will be disappointed with the 8th. Still in the top 10 though.
Yeah.
So let's say just waiting for David to finish his pits, and then that will be the qualifying session over. There we go. So Leclerc gets pole position by just six hundredths of a second. With Kieran Green and Mercedes in third. Wild Dog Kobe gets the Haas into fourth. John Neves is the second of the Mercedes in fifth. David LFC and Marcy both Alphas sixth and seventh. Darren in the Williams is eighth. Lord Julian in the Red Bull ninth, and Brown is 10th in the McLaren. So are we going to see a Renault win?
Oh, I don't know. They're showing potential. They are showing potential. They could. They might have it in the bag. It's all down to the start, really. Down to the start, down to the weather. It'll be a hard one. The thing is, they're not all far from each other on the laps, really.
So,
will the Reynolds think team strategies, or are they going to try and fight each other for the win?
Yeah, when they get in each other's way, and that's the thing. You know, they're both very quick and they're both capable of winning. I think they both had wins,
and they're not far from each other as well.
Ruben's had a win, hasn't he? I'm sure he has.
Yeah, I think he has.
Yeah, so they are obviously both very quick. So, are they going to take the team strategy, or are they going to both want the win? So yeah,
this is it.
The good news is it's a lovely, sunny, dry day. So we won't have so much chaos. Well,
at the
I'll say that. They could just all go into each other, but at least the rain isn't going to spoil it for us.
For the start,
no, for the start, yeah. The first race at Canada nearly did, didn't it? It was looking like it was going to rain, but it didn't quite make it into rain. But yeah, we were like, oh, it's looking dark, and it never happened.
Yeah. So there's a few on the medium tyres, so they're obviously going to try and stay out longer. Oh, Sean's been disqualified, so is Lord. Oh, and so is David and Callum.
So it's almost guaranteed. It's almost guaranteed for a few cars to get disqualified. I think there must be a glitch there somewhere in there. I mean,
yeah.
The fact, could they go into each other all the time? Yeah, look, disqualified. But yeah, I don't think they should take too much from it, to be honest. It always happens.
It just means their tyres are going to be cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, a few of them are on the mediums. There's one on hards, so they're either the hard looks like he's going to go for a one-stop strategy, which will be hards and then on to the softs. Everyone else, I think, is on a two-stop strategy, so it'll be quite interesting.
So as the cars just finished to come round, Scott. I was just going to say about Scott, didn't you?
Yeah, it's just said that he's left the session.
Has he been kicked? Or has he crashed? As in his game's crashed? I'm not sure. So Scott, we will know that Scott is not going to be in this race. Notice PB has hard tyres on for the start.
Yep. all we got to be careful of, Scott's come back, but
Good.
all we got to be careful of is now, unless Scott can take control of his car right now, the computer's going to go on the start, which is glitch.
It's ghosted, so I don't think it is him. Let's watch his car. Yeah, no, look, there it goes.
So there's someone else.
Very interesting. And away they go. So, round 2 of the FRL has begun at Zandvoort, and the 2 Renaults already squabbling, and that's a good start for Kian Green, who's gone up potentially on the inside of Leclerc there. So the 2 Mercedes up to 3rd and 4th, as Wild Dog is pushed down to 6th. And that's a Mercedes. Oh, that's an Alpha. No, that's a spin. Marcy spun out. He unfortunately went into his own teammate, so Marcy is eliminated all the way down to the back of the grid. So in the lead then is Ruben in the Renault, and then sideways from Kian Green. He was tag slapping. He did well to keep that under control. So still Renault, Mercedes. Kobe's still kept up there. David LFC up to 7th now with Paul Cook. A great start for him in 8th, because he was down much further down. Brown in 9th, and Darren has got a pretty average start up down in 10th. So he's lost 2 positions already. Let's see if anyone else. Jamie Owen. Normally we see Jamie Owen much further up, so he's struggling. And then further down, look, Marcy is struggling. Sean Nelson seems to be. No, it might be just the fact that he. Sean is just struggling at the back. I thought he might have gone off.
So I don't know who that is in front of Ruben. I don't know who that is, but basically gone sideways and got in the way of Ruben.
Okay, I wonder if that's is that Scott, the computer controlled Scott.
Don't know, I think it was Jamie.
Okay.
Yeah, look, Jamie's going all the way down.
Okay, so Jamie Owen has struggled.
So I don't know what happened, because he was one as well at the start. What went like as a ghost, so I don't know. But luckily it has not caused Ruben any damage, luckily.
No. So Kobe is really close on the back of John Neves here. John could struggle with some glitches and some lag here again, because he's got that little logo that shows that he has some issues, and we've seen John have some big issues in the past.
Yep.
So as I say, it's very settled at the moment. We've got Julian now on the back of Darren. Darren's up to 8th, so he is progressing.
I don't know what's happening, but somehow Jamie's leading again somehow.
See, Jamie's on mine showing it is up into 10th.
Yeah, on mine it's saying, he's just dropped. He's 18th now.
Oh, so maybe Jamie's got some issues.
I think Jamie has, and I think that's the one Ruben punted because it was basically all over the place.
Okay.
See, on the map, Jamie is basically Sean's last on the map, but then Jamie is next. So I don't know where he says on your screen, but is it coming up saying he's 18th now, or
no? Jamie's saying in 10th. That makes no sense.
I don't know if you can go on to Jamie and see what happens, but
yeah, I've had a little look and he just seems to be going around the track, but just watching Kobe and John here, so they're having a good squabble. Great race. And also note, look how close the 2 Renaults are up for the lead of the race. They are leading quite comfortably ahead of the 2 Mercedes, and I can see this getting a little bit messy if they don't sort out some team tactics. Let's have a little look at Jamie Owen then, see what he's doing. Oh, I did. That is Kobe. Kobe's spun. So did Kobe have contact with John, or did Kobe make a mistake himself? I think that wing looks loose as well. So Kobe van der Hayden in the Haas is down 11th. As I said, I think he's quick, but he's he gets he's really unlucky, or is it Kobe himself that's had the issues? So Jamie Owen is just going around mid-pack, according to me. Maybe that is Jamie's true reflection of pace, and on yours he's not showing to be doing anything normal. Darren,
maybe.
Look at Darren and Brown now very close together, and Brown has been overtaken by Darren. Darren gets it up into 6th position, and Julian as well. Oh, it's Julian and Brown. Brown's in the wall. Big accident. And Brown is out of the race.
Oh.
Wow. So, yeah, that is Brown retiring as a DNF, as a safety car. We caught that at the right moment, and that was to do with Brown and Julian. So Brown was being overtaken by Darren, and then Julian got on the outside of the corner, where it got past, and Brown unfortunately just went into Julian. I don't think it was anything to do with Julian at all himself. So yellow flag virtual safety car.
What I was going to say, while it's under safety car, if you send me another invite, I'm going to leave and then try and rejoin. Hopefully it might sort itself out.
Okay,
fingers crossed.
I'll send you another invite.
I'm going to see if it sorts it out for Jamie. See, on my screen it said Jamie went with who's the other Taurus, Scott. He said he went with Scott, and then basically, but I guess on yours, was there 2 of them who went at the start, or was it just
no, just
one?
the one. When you did that, I thought I just missed it.
Oh, right, that must have just been me then.
That's someone else. David LFC is off the circuit as well. So David is recovering, so something's going on there, and things are kicking off slightly here now. Let's go up with
Did you send me one?
No, I don't think I can.
Press start.
Oh yeah, okay. There we go. So back onto the racing then. Unfortunately, we had to get Kieran back into the session. Jamie Owen is actually behind Darren here as another safety car. So who can that be? Not sure what's going on here. And those Renaults are miles ahead. Miles ahead. Sean Nelson is in the pits. Sean is in the pits, and he is putting on some medium tyres.
Callum up into 11th.
Getting some wing change.
12th, so he's doing good, Callum.
Yeah, Callum is, isn't he? So far.
There you go. Jamie says 7th on mine now.
Yeah. So something not quite right with that, was there? And Jamie and Darren are having a scrap here. So Darren is working his way up, doing well,
safety
but
car now. Oh no, it came back in.
So Darren is really having to fight up here into the top 5 positions. Julian has got past Darren again, so yeah, Julian and Darren are having a great race, with Jamie Owen right on the back of Darren here. So back up, and the 2 Mercedes quite close to each other, 3rd and 4th, with the Renaults just going round and round.
Like if they're a train on rails.
Yeah, exactly. It is. It's, if you can see the track map, you can see how far they are from the Mercedes, and then how far the Mercedes are from the rest of the pack, and it's a big difference. So David and Scott Moody are having a bit of a fight here for 8th and 9th. One in the Alpha and one in the Racing Point, so that is Kobe given a pit. A 5-second penalty has been given for speeding in the pit lane to Paul Cook in the Ferrari. Scott Moody looking on edge. This is close between them now. Oh, a little bit of cutting on the grass, and David is really pushing here, really pushing to get past Scott, and I think Scott is slowing him down. Really slowing him down.
Yeah. He's trying, ain't he, David? Trying to get past.
So I think it's someone, obviously because he spun earlier, whether it was his fault or not we didn't get to see, but now he's having to
The thing is,
get back
Scott's
up.
on medium tyres, he's on soft, so I think he wants to get past, because every time he's behind him he's just wearing his tyres down more and more. He's going to have to pit soon.
The thing is, Scott doesn't have to let him past, does he?
No. Scott's going to be on them tyres more laps than David. Oh no, Scott's coming in.
Yeah, Scott's coming in.
So it's opened the air up for David now.
PB on the back of Callum.
He's on the hard, so he's going for a one stop.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to keep an eye on that one. Let's have a look then and see what other battles we've got. Jamie Owen still on the back of Darren here. And we're on to lap 9, so...
got a virtual safety car.
Yeah, anyone off... Oh, there was someone, one of the Alphas was slowed.
There's someone, who's that in the gravel?
Oh, one of the
see
pink,
who that is.
Is that Scott Minnow? That's Sean Nelson. Yeah, so Sean Nelson has gone off and has retired, so Sean has... Yeah, that's a shame. Sean was struggling, unfortunately, in that Racing Point, so his day has come to an end, and we're down to 17 cars. Let's have a look at the penalties and show what we've got. There are five drive-throughs and 2 5-second penalties for Scott.
Ruben's going for a one stop now because he's just put the hards on, so he's going to try and hold them out to the last.
Yeah. That'll be interesting.
David just got a 5-second penalty speeding in the pits. Callum's coming in, so what's Callum going to put on? Oh no, Callum's just driving through, so I guess Callum got a drive-through penalty.
Oh, so yeah, that's interesting. Scott LFC is, I don't think Scott still, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. And the pits are causing a stir here. Let's have a look at the tyres. So Darren also on the hard tyres. So Darren's going to nurse those tyres right to the end.
Yeah.
He's going for a 2-stop.
One stop.
One stop, sorry, not 2 sorry, 1 stop. Yeah, that's what I meant. And Kobe is now battling with the back end of Paul Cook in the Ferrari. So can he get past?
Oh, more coming into the pits. Kieran's into the pits.
Okay, let's have a look then. Kian back out onto the circuit on the hard tyres. The hard tyres look like the way to go then. They're having to react to everyone else going with a similar strategy. John.
Close.
Oh,
John,
yeah.
Ruben. That was very close, that was. I thought they were going to collide then.
The thing is, Ruben has been in the pits and changed his tyres, whereas John hasn't.
No.
So, yeah.
Ruben's just pulling away from John.
Whereas Leclerc? So Leclerc is... Yeah, actually, Ruben is quite a bit away from Leclerc now. So the pits worked out a bit better for Ruben, although it was close for the racing just then.
Yeah. You're probably going to see John come into the pits now, probably.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Here he comes.
Yeah.
What tyres will he put on? It's got to be hards.
Jamie going to come in? No, Jamie's going to do another lap.
John Neves goes back onto a set of another softs.
So he's going to try a 2-stop.
Yep. He's going to see if he can get past those Renaults on the hards.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie
Where did
Owens still
John
out.
come out? John come out, slots into 5th, but he is like 6 seconds away from Kean, so he's got some pace to do.
So we've got Paul Cook on the back of Marcy here, and Paul Cook has got a penalty, and I don't think he's pitted, and Marcy has. Callum in 12th still needs to pit.
So does JJ, and so does Scott. So does PB, which is in 7th on them hards.
Oh yeah, so he started on the hards, and that was the one to watch, wasn't it, from there? So
yeah,
it's the opposite way around for the others, so it'd be interesting to see what PB Howell.
Jamie's now in the pits.
So he will drop down to, let's have a look where he comes out. Darren's coming down the straight here, so that will be interesting. Don't forget that Jamie is going to be on cold tyres. Can Darren catch him up?
Jamie's going for a 2-stop because he's on the mediums. But BP, where did he start? He started.
Yeah, the back,
BP's gone up 11th places.
Yeah, so 11 places.
Yeah, that's right, because he didn't do time, did he?
Yeah.
No, so 11 places. He's on the hards. He still needs to pit. I think he might have a good idea what he's going to do here.
So Kobe is racing with Julian in the Red Bull, and the two Haas cars are actually running quite close here, so both of them are up into the top 10. I think they can get some fairly decent results.
He's on the back of that Red Bull, ain't he?
Yeah, he's struggling to get past. Of course, the Red Bull is on hard tyres and Kobe is on soft, so Kobe also another one who is looking to do a 2-stopper.
Yeah.
He's going to be in DRS range.
What can he do? Oh, he looks up the inside.
Oh, they are close.
Not enough though.
Some good racing so far in this.
Yeah.
It's not quite as been as side to side as it was in the first round, but yeah, there's plenty going on and some really interesting
Well, I think
strategies.
Same's happened to JJ.
Yes. Let's have a look. As we come round, JJ will be on the left-hand side.
Oh no, it's just disappeared. So,
so
safety car.
Yep, he must have retired, spun out on that corner. So JJ's got a DNF, so that's one of the first of the Red Bulls. We're down to 16 cars, and 3 have retired from this race. I wonder how long. Let's have a look. No, look how close those Renaults are again. Really close.
Thing is, they got to make their way around to the safety car, and the safety car just came out just after them, so they've got to go all the way around until they rejoin the safety car. The safety car's stopped there now, so this is where. So BP's coming into the pits now. I think that's a good choice.
That was really close. Leclerc. Yeah, I was going to say that was really close. So David Expert. So David Expert has just gone into the back of Leclerc. Leclerc's got a penalty now. So let's have a look. What was the penalty? 5-second penalty, I believe. Yeah, 5-second penalty. So that's going to be really interesting come the end of the race, whether that stands.
Who went into the back of him?
David Expert in the Ferrari. I thought it looked really close, and then the penalty came up, so they must have hit. But yeah,
probably Leclerc's penalty will be taken off him because it's not his fault.
Callum should come because he's on 14 lap.
See, it looks like BP's going to do a two-stop now because he's put softs on, so because of the safety car he's probably thinking I'll do a two-stopper now.
Where is Callum?
They're about to come round now to go on the back of the safety car.
Surprised Callum hasn't pitted yet. And Paul Cook as well. So yeah, there is the safety car, and it's still the two Renaults of Ruben and Leclerc at the front, with the two Mercedes of Kian and John very close. Jamie Owen in 5th, Darren in 6th, Julian the only Red Bull left in 7th, with Kobe and PB in 8th and 9th. PB has pitted, and so that is
Scott's
interesting.
coming
up to
into the
9th.
pits.
So Scott's coming to the pits. Callum.
Oh, Callum! Oh, that was close.
Callum hasn't pitted.
Callum needs spun out as well.
Yeah. I
Don't know what he's trying to think. Unless there is rain to come, so Callum's trying to hold on.
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, it'd have been a good opportunity for him to pit, really.
Yeah.
But,
Everyone's gone on to the hards. Probably going to try and last it out, but if rain comes, they all got to come back in anyway. It's just doing it at the right time. That's the only thing.
That'd be interesting if it rained.
Yes, it
That'd
would.
be very interesting.
None of them were looking forward to it, if it did.
So we've got the top 3 on hard tyres. John is the only one on a soft tyre here. So we have Jamie Owen on a medium. Then it's Darren and Julian on the hards. And Kobe and PB on the softs. Don't forget, PB has already been on the hards. So he's looking to get those softs all the way to the end of this race. It's going to be hard going. Or is he going to do a two-stopper? David LFC speeding in the pit lane, 5-second penalty. So we're still on the safety car in this race, with actually pretty much at the halfway point, essentially, bar one lap. So, still waiting for the safety car, and that is interesting. Ruben goes into the pits, and he's going to change the tyres for some mediums, and changing the front wing as well. So that's yeah, very interesting. Don't know where he got that front wing damage from. Callum gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So yeah, Ruben has just come into the pits to change over to mediums and to fix a front wing. Callum's gone.
Was that Ruben? Ruben?
Yeah, so Ruben came into the pits to put on some medium tyres and change the front wing. Unless I missed it somewhere.
He was leading though, so I don't know what.
Yeah. Yeah, that was weird. Oh, they're all bunching up here. Safety car in this lap. Ruben down to 13th. So, Callum back into the race. And whether he takes control of the car, we will get to see. Look at Leclerc holding everyone up.
Yep.
Interesting stuff between Kian struggling to stay behind David Expert, and away they go. So
wow, look, I'm all bunched up.
Yeah, Kian gets past the Ferrari. Callum has retired from the session, so Callum is a DNF. I don't know where he's gone off. No, I can see, yeah, he's gone off on that yellow flag section of that part of the track, isn't he? So Darren Parker now fighting with Jamie Owen, who's up in 4th. He just needs to catch him up. Jamie's actually getting away from Darren here. So it's all changed up ahead slightly. Further down. And we've got Julian. There's the Ferrari again, staying out of trouble. There's Ruben. So Ruben's on the back of Kobe for 7th. So Ruben's picked up places very early on after the safety car. See if he can race back up at the front. So I still don't quite know what happened with Ruben, but
no.
Down to 15 cars in with just roughly 18 laps left. Sorry, 17. And here comes Ruben.
See the rain.
Oh yeah, it is raining. Maybe that's what Ruben did. Obviously, I know he's still going to have to change his tyres, though, isn't he? If it rains hard. So Marcy now on the back of Kobe. Can he get past? This race is really developing here now with the weather. It's really going to change it up. Ruben easily past Julian in the Red Bull as well ahead. I thought that was Haas nearly losing his back end there. So it's gone board with Ruben, who's going to catch up with Darren. Darren's going to have to really defend hard for that 5th position. And actually right at the front is really close. And Kian is actually quite close to Leclerc here. So it's all changed. And this is really going to be interesting to see what the rain does with the lead of the race. And he is in DRS range, I imagine. There he goes. He's going to go for the overtake. Is he going to get him? No, not quite. He goes up on the inside.
Looks up the inside.
Yeah.
Kian, his back end coming out as well.
So Ruben still trying to get past Darren. Darren's defending well. Jamie Owen on his own in 4th position. And so Darren runs wide in that banked tight left-hander. Oh, you can see how much quicker Ruben is around that right-hander there. Darren struggling to hold on. Don't forget there is a difference in tyres, so Ruben is on the mediums, Darren's on the hards.
John's catching up though.
Yeah, so that race at the front is getting really interesting.
Yeah.
And Darren, essentially is slowing Ruben here, stopping Ruben from catching up with the rest of them. Oh, it's getting interesting. Ruben looks like he was going to go down the inside and he changes his mind, so I think that's slowing everyone else. So there's Julian, Kobe and Marcy all quite close up to the back of these now, because Darren struggling to defend against
he might
Ruben.
do something this time though.
Yeah, without a doubt.
DRS.
Darren, defending well, stays on the inside. Oh, they get close. And Ruben gets past Darren. Darren stays in 6th then. So the 2 Mercedes still holding on to the back of Leclerc, the leader. Leclerc is just getting a little bit away. Oh, it's a big off. Oh, wow.
It's Kian.
That's Kian. Kian loses it. I was on board with him. Oh, he's got to be careful where he comes back on the track. Oh, no. Careful. Wow. Unbelievable. So, Kian down to 9th then, and with some damaged front wing, he's going to have to come in the pits to get that sorted. But Kian Green ruins his race after he pushes on to see if he can get past Leclerc, and he was in 2nd position, so that is really...
Virtual safety car.
Yeah.
I don't know what for, because the track is clear.
There was one crazy off from Kian, and at one point I thought he might rebound back onto the circuit in front of his teammate, but it didn't.
Is it going to go green? So Kian's in the pits. He's gonna put... What is he putting on? He's putting mediums on. I'm quite shocked.
13 laps left in this race, and Kian is down to 11th after spinning out. So
Ruben's made his way back up to 4th. Oh, that's John now in the wall.
John's in the wall. Wow.
He's damaged his front wing.
What is happening to the Mercedes? Is the rain really now taking effect on these cars?
I think they are. I think it really is.
Shocking stuff going on here. And of course the FRL Tier 4 has not failed to... Oh, Kobe also sideways. As I say, it's not failing to produce some drama here, as we started off with the dominance of the... Darren sideways as well. We started off with the dominance of the two Renaults, and they're back up to the dominating at the moment, but it is really becoming an interesting race because of this new rain that has come into play. Marcy's up to 4th.
I can't see it being long till they're going to need
wets or intermediates.
The screen don't look good on the driver's view.
No.
It's got to be really slippery.
So let's go up the back of the front then. So there's Ruben. So where is Leclerc? There is Leclerc on those hards. I think those hards are going to really struggle, aren't they? So 12 laps to go.
See, Leclerc's doing 5 seconds slower a lap, so that rain is definitely in play.
Yep.
That's slow. Oh, something's happened to John.
Oh, John's
on the intermediates as well, and something's happened.
There is Kian going past him. Oh, he's upside down.
Oh.
John. Oh no. He's upside down. Let's go on board with one of the Alphas here, and we're going to go past. You see on the right, it's a shame we've missed it, because that would have been spectacular to watch. As we go past on board with David, on the right hand side there is John upside down.
Wow. Oh, something's happened to Scott Moody now as well.
Scott Moody is retired, so they are dropping like
on
flies.
On the straight. Somewhere on the straight.
Let's then go on board with Julian, because we will be able to see where Scott was.
Yeah, he's in the wall. Up the straight.
Yep. Shocking race.
I'm surprised that was not a safety car.
Yeah. So I think people might start reacting soon, and that is that Kian as well. Kian spun again. Kian spun again. So Kian slow, and
people's coming in now for the intermediate. Yep. It's definitely wet out there.
So Kian is the first one to go on to no, he's not, sorry, there's intermediates. So intermediates are out in force.
Leclerc's in the pits. But Ruben's staying out.
Why would you do that?
Well, the same team, they're going to use the same pit, ain't they?
Oh, of course, yeah. So it's just that they've got it the other way
and
around.
Leclerc was using up his penalty, I think, as well.
Sector 2 yellow flag. That is Julian off the circuit. Julian has spun out.
This don't look good, does it?
No.
Where's Ruben? I'm keeping an eye on Ruben because he's still on the mediums. I think he might have a chance to pit and come out in front. Oh, the back end on Ruben.
Yeah.
He's definitely struggling on him.
Well, that's slower he's going.
But it's like a nice skating ring out there.
Julian
See,
in the
Leclerc's
pits.
catching him quickly.
He's drifting around the corners essentially.
He's already lost 2 seconds to Leclerc. He's dropping. He needs to get in that pits quickly. I'm surprised it's not a full wet.
Yeah. Oh my God. He
locked up.
I know. I was going to say he nearly went in the wall.
He locked up for that pit limiter. He literally left it to the last second, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on?
Did he serve a penalty?
I don't know. Unless he did for that speeding in the pits, maybe.
Maybe.
I think he was trying to do it so quickly to try and get back out in front of Leclerc, but obviously it didn't work out.
So Ruben then is down to 4th. Jamie Owen now up in 2nd with Marcy. How does he do it, Marcy?
Don't know.
Up the podium. But of course it's not over yet. We are just 9 laps away from the finish of this race, and it really has developed completely different to what it used to be. And actually Marcy looking really laggy, incredibly laggy.
We said it could change right at the end if the rain kicks in.
We need to keep an eye on that for Marcy.
Really wide. I think they should have gone on full wets. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
They're struggling. No one thought of trying the full wet, but
Julian.
Oh, that's a DNF.
Yep. So
near the pits as well.
Yes. So let's have a look. Is it the Leclerc we can go on board yet and see if
Leclerc.
we can find out where Julian is on the right hand side. There he is. He's hit the wall hard.
Yeah.
The same place Scott Moody hit the wall. So it's on the exit of that banked corner down the straight.
I'm surprised that's not a safety car.
We are down to the 12 cars. How many was it? It was 10 when you had the race at Australia, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was that all because of accidents?
The rain. Yeah, from the rain. It's all
close.
happening again. 2 more and then it's back to Australia again.
What happened to the Mercedes? I mean, it's just like we've got one who ended up upside down. Do you know? I'm really wanting to know if John managed to get that on his stream. We'll have to find out.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
I'd love to see. My God, how he ended up doing that must have hit the hard. He must have hit that wall hard for that to happen. Or he's just caught something and he's flipped him over. But yeah, Leclerc's still struggling, and he is only 3 seconds ahead of Jamie Owen.
I bet Kieran's kicking himself though.
Yeah.
He was up there.
So Ruben on the back end of Marcy, can he get back up into 2nd where he was? And there's a 3-way fight at the back. Scott. Oh no, that's Kian. So Kian's up to 9th. So that's not really actually happening. So yeah, so let's go back on board with Marcy and Ruben. I'm sure that rain's getting harder. So
sure
much more spray and everything.
Yeah, I was going to say, so much spray is coming off the car.
Yeah. I think it's.
I'm sure they need to be on full
got the wets. Ruben sideways.
I'm sure it's meant to be wets, I'm sure.
This is a dramatic race and a
But
finish.
the thing is, no one's going to pit while they're all close to each other because it could ruin the race. So
with just 7 laps left, it's a case, it's hold on or pit. And is it, a risk?
See, the thing is, if you look at it, you're all in the same boat as each other.
Yeah.
So it might be a thing of just hold on.
Oh, the wet's that much quicker that you can catch up after pitting.
But the gap's just not there for it to pit.
Can they hold on? Or it could be the difference between holding on and getting a result, or holding on and making a mistake because the intermediates are just not grippy enough and you going into the wall and retiring. So
yeah, I think the only one that's got a chance to try the wets is probably Darren. Because he's in the middle, he's not fighting against no one.
No.
But then, would it be worth it for how many laps left? Would it really make an effect?
I mean, you just look how sparse that track is now of cars. It's just really spread out, and as you say, I think everyone is just holding on now to just get those results and those points. Leclerc is actually quicker than Jamie because he's now up to 4 seconds behind him, so ahead, sorry, of Jamie, and so yeah, it's kind of calming down. Darren is way off from Ruben in 4th, but it's
could Ruben get on the podium? That's the question.
That's So really, just all that's going on is it's Ruben. Can Ruben keep up with Marcy and take that last podium position away? Five laps to go. Are we going to see any more incidents where people struggle in the rain?
Jamie and BP's both gained 12 places each.
Yeah.
From the start of the race, so they're doing really well.
Ruben's sideways again. He's pushing.
I think he's really struggling. He wants that podium, but
yeah, but he can't push too hard, otherwise that's it, game over.
Yeah.
He's not careful. Oh, they're catching up now with some traffic here, so this could be interesting. And that traffic is that is
David.
They're coming up to Jamie Owen, aren't they? There's David and there's Jamie Owen who's not too far ahead of them, so it could be a three-way fight for 2nd, 3rd and 4th.
It could be. Could be near the end. I think Leclerc's gone. As long as he don't make no mistake, you should be alright, but yeah, I think the fight is here really. Oh!
Ruben! That was close. He touched the wall. Did it do any damage?
Don't think it has. No, it ain't. His wing's still full. I think his tyres just bumped onto it, luckily. Still only a second, so he ain't lost much time from that.
No.
It's gonna be under a second in a minute, I think. Wow.
So yeah, let's see where Jamie. So he's in the distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there. Marcy's catching
second
up.
And a half. Yeah, he is. That's what I mean. Second and a half. He was like nearly 3 seconds, I think.
So Jamie's. I would struggle to get past the traffic, or he's look. I mean, like, look how close Marcy is, with some more of that awful lag from Marcy. He is, concerning with that lag.
Yeah.
I think Jamie's struggling.
Catching up with Jamie though. It's like you say. I think it might be a fight for second. Oh, Ruben done it again. He's clicked that wall, but this time broken his wing.
Oh, so Ruben's got damage. Is that going to affect him to the point where Darren could get past? I mean, I know Darren is 16 seconds, but if Ruben's not careful, He's not careful
I
at all.
think he was pushing it, and he's actually finally damaged his wing this time.
Yeah.
What's Ruben going to do? Pit, or is he going to just try and hold on?
Nurse it, yeah.
He's only slightly damaged it, so it might not do much effect, but...
I think he should accept what it is, and because he's pushing and he's causing some problems. So
but
yeah,
even
I don't
Marcy's lost time to Jamie.
So Jamie, let's have a little look. Marcy is just over 2 seconds away from Jamie, and the penalty is
1.5.
5 seconds. So Jamie will lose.
He would go into fourth.
Yeah, but we don't know whether...
DRS is available. So it's drying up.
Wow. Yeah, so say, look, there's no more rain on the screen. This is going to be a sprint now for the finish. Could this change the dynamic again?
The pits.
So Ruben is changing the wing. Will he change those tyres from intermediates to softs?
I think he's going to go to softs. And I think he's going to try and get a point for an extra fastest lap, I think.
Changing that wing. Where's Darren?
He's out. Where's Darren?
Darren goes past.
Just goes past.
Darren's up to 4th, but Darren needs to be careful now because Ruben is going to be hot on his tail in the last few laps.
And with DRS involved now, we'll soon see the gap difference. He's 3.78 roughly, so let's see how quick he catches up. We'll see how much of effect that the softs are now.
Yeah.
Already 3 seconds, 2.5, 2. Wow, that time is dropping.
Look at the difference. Oh wow, yeah, huge. That is shocking. It might be a stroke of masterclass. Look at the difference. Yeah, he's like, there's no point in fighting him.
No. See, this is where I think Ruben knew he was going to get fourth, so he was like, do I just get the extra point for the fastest lap? Might be well played, really.
Well, I'm not being... these 20 seconds, and that's going to come down. I don't think there's going to be enough laps.
Don't think there is.
No. Yeah, the time is dropping dramatically, but it's going to be the last 2 laps.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be enough.
No.
I know it's dropping, but...
Let's have a look at the leaders then. There's Leclerc, who's held on so far with a comfortable lead of 5 seconds. Jamie Owen is doing well in second, but has got a 5-second penalty. We didn't know, actually not sure what that was for, so whether that will still stand towards the end will remain to be seen. And then Marcy, which he will inherit a second, and then we don't think that Ruben will be able to get that. Don't think he'll be able to get that third. It's dropping quite. He's 15 seconds already. He was down from 20. It's quick. He's going to be pushing, but is he going to push too hard if he's not careful again?
I do think he's just going to try for the fastest lap, I think. See, Marcy's falling way back from
someone's
Jamie.
Spun.
So I don't know what's happening now.
That is David Expert has spun in the the throw, and he's gone in the wall and ruined his wing completely. Oh dear.
So final lap, and it's 12 seconds. I don't think it's going to be enough. No. I really don't. Oh, I don't know.
It's coming. Look at it.
It's dropping so quickly.
So if you think it's for 5.
And Ruben has just set the fastest lap
10,
as well.
9. So yeah. Let's go back up to the leader then as he comes round up to sector 3. And round that chicane up to the right hand up. It's been a very dramatic race here for round 2 of FRL Tier 4 but at the end of it, we've had a mixture of dry and wet conditions, but Leclerc gets the second win on the trot. So 2 for Renault, 2 for Leclerc. Jamie Owen comes away with second, but he's going to have a penalty applied, so he'll lose second to Marcy. Oh no, he won't. He's kept it
no,
for some reason.
Just.
And Ruben's given up, and he's taking fourth. Well deserved fourth. A good try on the soft tyres. Darren.
He got it down to 5 seconds. That's very close.
Darren is going to take a well-earned fifth. I think Darren stayed out of trouble and just kind of held on for fifth. I think he'll be happy with that in the rain. Kobe sixth after having an off earlier in the race. PB tried the different tactic and it worked, but I think the rain ruined the rest of it for him. But he's going to take seventh in the Haas. So that's nearly.
That was close.
Where's he going?
He nearly ruined his race then.
And Paul Cook is going to take eighth, which I think he'll be happy with that because Paul Cook struggled last time. Just again, that's what happens if you just don't crash. Although David Ellis, what's going on there? Oh, as he knew he had the penalty, maybe. Well, there we go. Wow, what a race, eh?
It was, yeah.
It as I say, it started off lovely and dry, and then the rain hit, and it really changed it. The Renaults were dominating, the Mercedes were dominating, in next to the Renaults for first, second, third, and fourth. But it absolutely fell apart for the Mercedes. The Renaults have done well to stay with the win and get fourth. But yeah, very interesting. But at the end of it, Leclerc wins.
Yeah,
there he is. And Marcy a decent third. Jamie will be really happy with the second. I think that's his first podium, I believe. So, thank you very much for joining us here for round 2 of the FRL Tier 4 for the F1 Championship at Zandvoort. And you've joined me and Kieran for the commentating and the stream, so thank you very much. And we will see you next time for next Sunday for round 3, and let's have a look, see where we will be heading for round 3. That's wrong. It's the F2 calendar. So round 3 will be at Monaco. That's going to be interesting. So we will see you next Sunday, same again for the times at 7 o'clock, and yeah, for Monaco, the really, really famous street circuit with extremely difficult overtaking opportunities.
Yeah.
So we'll see you then.
See you later.